All right, I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is the 16th of September 2020. It is Wednesday. Welcome to the show. And today, we found out first thing this morning, or not first thing, but early this morning. Well, first of all, before I forget, Paul left this morning to go to his squirrel hunting week in Missouri, so he left early this morning. And then our news this morning is that we are indeed getting a little 9-week-old puppy Boston Terrier who will be coming to live with us tonight. So we had to get the house ready during the day because we have this puppy coming and is very young. So we have not done puppy stuff in a very long time, even though this one thinks she's a puppy. She's actually 2. But her name is Mama Mia, so she is prepared to take care of a puppy. We hope. So we had to puppy-proof the house and get things ready. That was a bit of the day, and we're very much looking forward to that this evening. So at the time I'm recording this, we're hoping to get the puppy in about 1 to 2 hours. So we're pretty much ready. Also, big thing for today, the GoPro Hero 9 Black has released, which I've been a GoPro fan for a long time, and I had the GoPro 4, and we stopped using it in 2016 because it got scratched. Replaced it with the Hero 5 Black in early 2017 when we headed to Italy in January. And that unit was amazing. That's the one that we got the Karma gimbal for. So all my early steadied video is from that. Fell in love with using gimbals and got to know the GoPro even more. I used the GoPro just a couple days ago. I did that's where I tend to do my time-lapse stuff. So I did the time-lapse with Luciana getting her haircut. Well, both girls getting their haircut. And it's what I used when I did the front pillars coming down. That was all the 5. And one of my guys who works in Nicaragua is interested in buying my 5 from me. The 4 is scratched, so no one's going to want it. It's older. And the gimbal. He specifically wants the gimbal in the 5, so it's kind of perfect for him. The 8 and 9 have built-in stabilization. It's not as good as a gimbal, but you don't have to carry a gimbal, right? So that's worth an awful lot. The 9 has full front screen. It has 5K instead of 4K sensor. I can't remember, live streaming, a whole bunch of really cool features that make it really important for me. The big one, now this feature existed on the 8 as well, but the 8 and 9 have the media kit, so I can have a full front-facing microphone on the camera, which I need for a lot of the things that I do. And so I've been looking at it for a couple days, knowing that they were about to release and announce. They did their announce party today. I looked at all the stuff after they announced and said, boy, this really is the camera that I need for a lot of things. And it's $450. And Dominica's like, yeah, I think you should get it. And I kept looking at reviews, and people are like, this is like the best fixed lens camera ever made. Like, oh man, I really should have this. And then they had a special that if you bought it today and got some stuff that I need anyway, it was $299. And I'm like, what? And Dominica's like, why haven't you bought it already? Go get it. And I was telling Valentina, and Valentina's like, you gotta treat yourself. So I ordered it. I got free 2-day shipping. I got a free SD card. That's not a very big deal. I got the GoPro 9 top end. Absolutely amazing. So excited about that. And got the GoPro Cloud subscription, which is actually pretty cheap and gives me full replacement on the camera. I can completely destroy the camera up to twice a year and get it replaced, which is one of the reasons that, that's what happened to my 4, right? It got scratched because you do things with it, they get scratched. My 5 is mint because I baby it. And if I'm getting this 9, yeah, 300 is not the end of the world, but it's still like do you want to attach it to a car? Do you want to take it swimming? Do you want to really be a little bit rough with it? Because that's how you get a lot of that good footage. They want you to really use it, so I got full coverage on it now. So if anything happens, it's no questions asked, twice a year full replacement. That's hard to pass up. Plus, it comes with unlimited online backup, which is pretty nice, because that way, if you never break anything, you're still getting some use out of your subscription money. I'm like, this is perfect. I just ordered it. So I should have it, in theory, on Friday. I did not get the media kit yet, so don't expect me to be replacing this for my everyday vlogging. But once I get it, verify everything works, test it out, I plan on getting the media kit. Oh yeah, the reason I didn't order the media kit with it, because obviously I need it, right, is because it once you get the subscription, you also start getting like half off stuff in the store. So I need to find out how much I'm going to get cheaper on the media kit. It may just be a little bit off, but it may be up to 50% off, and that's a big purchase. So going to wait for that, but hopefully I'll have that in about a week. And I have a feeling I'm going to be switching from my phone to the GoPro for everything like this, because it looks like it's going to be the perfect device for that stuff. And I'm just going to start really using it, right? That's always been my thing with the Hero 5, because I had to have the gimbal for stuff. It's too much of a pain for me to use for casual stuff. And you don't have to use the gimbal, but it's like the tripod. And the 4 is scratched. And so I don't use it too often, and I love it when I do use it. It's a great camera consistently. And as I'm recording this, my father just sold my childhood home. Literally at the moment I said this on the film, it just popped up on my screen and said the house is sold. So the house that I grew up in Pavilion, New York, technically Peoria, New York, in Wyoming County, has sold. We bought it we moved in when I was 100 days old, and now at 44 and a half, it is gone. So that is a pretty major moment in my life. And I had showed the house to Valentina today, and she's like, that's my dream house. I love it. So I have no idea anything about it. We will find out later. Although it's not too big of a deal to share that information here, because the main person who watches my channel is my father, who's the one who just sold the house, so he already knows those details. But that's where we are. So should have the Hero 9 on Friday, the media kit next week. Hopefully it's cheap. Really looking forward to switching that as my main camera and using it just nonstop. I'm going to really put it through its paces and make it a part of my everyday video life. And of course I want to get super used to using it. I want to be so comfortable that because people use it all the time, they're like boop, 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 and they get all kinds of great settings. I don't use mine very often, so every time I go to use it, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta hook this and do this, and this is the right, and I hope I got the setting right, because I don't test it enough. Because when I'm doing travel stuff, the 9 is going to be so much better for travel work, especially than the 4, but then the 5 with the gimbal, because it's just so much smaller. I can do so many more things. I'm going to do a lot of car-mounted stuff that's going to be great. I'm excited. So I want it to become part of my comfortable workflow, and very easily I'll end up getting more than one of them, because the 9 is so good. I can see myself getting a 10 or 11 when they come out in a year or two, and using multiple ones. Since they'll be protected, and I don't have to worry about them getting scratched and then throwing it away like the 4. All right, so that takes us up to the evening today. On the 16th, I will have to do another one after we get the puppy, so I'll talk to everybody later tonight. Have a good one.